I think you're smart enough to understand, and I think you want to know what we're doing with your money. Okay? Very important. When you hear about the national debt, we're talking about your money. That debt is going to have to be paid back through future taxes, hopefully future productivity, so we don't have to raise too many taxes. But I wanted to give you some insight into what I learned when I went to Congress. Credit line, unlimited expiration date, never built to future generations. That's what we've been doing for 40 years in this country. The new book, which is a lot of the old book, because it talks about the history of the budget process, has another card on it. I call it the national debt card. It's really this card. But look whose back sits on it. See those three shadows? One with a ponytail, those nice thin people? They're young. They're you. That card is on your back. The national debt of the United States of America. And it's even worse now in Europe. Are you reading about Europe? Are you reading the Greek default, how they try to resolve it? Are you reading how Italy, we just found out, was spending money that they didn't have, borrowing? Italy, France, now we have a European debt crisis as well as a U.S. crisis. And that's why, in making this presentation at the Wharton School, I said, I'm going to show them the debt bomb. That's the global debt bomb ready to go off, and the fiscal unsustainability of the West. What does that word unsustainability mean? I'm not going to ask you a question. I just want to set it up rhetorically. You're going to hear a lot about this word. This is now going to be the key word in politics. Are we unsustainable as a nation? What does it mean? Are we able to pay our debts? Are we able to create jobs? Are we able to grow out of this mess we're in? Are we able to compete against China, who's going to have a rate of growth this year of over 8%? And they're trying to hold it down from 9 or 10 to keep inflation from rearing its ugly head. And what's our rate of growth right now? We hope this year it's going to hit 3%. Probably even more like 2. We don't even know whether we're going into a double-dip recession right now. We have two things that work to give us our economy. Two things. One is called fiscal policy, and one is called monetary policy. What's fiscal policy? Fiscal policy is what do I collect in taxes from all the citizens that are working, and how much do I spend? It's called the budget process. What's monetary policy? Completely independent from fiscal policy. Congress has nothing to do with it except to bring Mr. Bernanke, the Fed chairman, down and interview him. Because he has control of an independent function called the money supply and the rate of interest. Very important. What do you think we've done to come out of this big depression? Oh, I shouldn't say depression, almost a depression. We have flooded America with money. The Fed has put so much money out there. Our big concern is now, are we going to be subject to high inflation the way we had under President Carter that created a 21% prime rate? Imagine going out for a mortgage in your house and having to pay 18%. Right now, you can get a 30-year mortgage for under 5%. I think even 4. Why? Because the interest rates have been held down artificially to under 2%. Banks can borrow from one another and from the Fed at 0.25%. And that's why banks make a lot of money, because they're investing in treasury bills and getting more money. They're kind of gaming the system. You should be reading that in your paper.